and incapable because they think they have more control and power over us. They like us quiet and non-confrontational because we soothe their ego and whatever mask they may be wearing, rather than challenge it. People pleasing is dead. That's what I highlighted.
Yeah. I had the bookmark on this one for a while. I had the bookmark on this one for about a month.
A month?
Mm-hmm. I brought it back, I put it on this because it was the one that I was skipping in real time.
It was like, this is like one of those where it's like, this is internal, so it never leaves you. So it's like the bookmark is like, bitch, I know.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing, I think you know what it is too? It's like when you realize you were people pleasing, for me, I was getting caught up in the why. Instead of just saying, fuck the why, stop it, continue this way. Because it was like, I thought if I'm looking at the why, then that means I can identify where it's coming from and I'll know it never happened again because now I can act on it. Instead of just saying, it's never happening again, act on it.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
That's what prolongs a lot of shit.
And prolongs.
Because you get caught up because it's thoughts. You're trying to please people because you know ultimately you're not doing what it is to please yourself. You're not bringing yourself any type of contentment. So
you're trying to please people because ultimately you're not trying to please yourself. So what about the people that aren't trying to please people and aren't trying to please themselves but want to play the role of people pleaser? Because that's a lot of people.
So that means that there's no motive.
It's usually something that's born out of trauma. It's not a motive, it's born out of trauma.
Isn't it all?
I mean, if it depends on if the individual categorizes the experience as traumatic, quote unquote. Because some people be like, that was exhilarating.
That's not up for...
It is because...
But traumatic doesn't mean negative, though.
If you're born in Chicago, a gunfight is exhilarating. This is everyday shit. If you tell that story to somebody in the suburbs, they damn near start crying at the story because they're like, what?
You lived through that?
Shooting? Like, what do you mean live through it? Nigga, we do this shit every Friday, every Saturday, every Tuesday. Like,
the first time I ever got shot at, I didn't flinch. But that was the first time.
Yeah.
I knew it was directed towards me because of what transpired in the moment.
Right. But you weren't really registering it.
No, I did, but it was like, for one, it didn't sound as close as I think it needed it to be. If that makes any sense. But also too, it was, I think because of the incident, I already knew where it could go. And at that moment, it was like...
It was with whatever. It was
because
whatever was going to go.
With what had already transpired, it was 2 on 8. So, back
you
to
were
back.
With the two?
I was one of the two, yes. I was one of the two. So...
I was 2 on 8. They want to shoot this nigga still. Leave this nigga alone. We know you can't beat him. We know, everybody know you can't beat him. Just leave the nigga alone. What the fuck wrong with y'all niggas?
Mind you, he was bigger than me, but anyway, taller, but still.
That shit don't be meaning nothing.
It don't.
People see you.
No, but he has size too.
I don't know what's wrong with you, Blake. I know you don't see yourself. I get it. No, I do understand what's wrong with you. I know you have body dysmorphia and you can't see yourself. But a nigga could be 7'5". When you walk in the room, they start questioning all types of shit about themselves, bro. I think one of the few niggas that don't be like that around you is Brown, me, and I'm not sure. I think everybody else.
And why is that?
Huh?
And why is that?
Because we both got our own level of crazy, so our ego's self-sufficient and feeds itself. We know that we in our own lanes, our own shit is our shit, all wins.
Y'all wield the same energy.
Yeah. So I get that from him. Yeah. I feel like we peas in a pod, and I don't even know mad shit about this.
It's just
peas in a pod.
But that's how it was. It was like linking up. Like we met. It was just like he was cool. It was cool. Like everything.
He's just good. He's a good nigga.
It's just like, but not to get off topic. But
It's all related, ain't nothing on topic. Realistically.
but taking it back to people pleasing. Traumatic doesn't mean necessarily have to mean negative. I feel like a traumatic event is something that comes in, and from this point forward, you are not the same. It doesn't matter in what way, you are not the same inside.
Yeah, but if it happens over and over and over and over and over again, and no longer is a traumatic event, again, it's only traumatic if it's novel. Usually, like when it's new, it's traumatic. When it's happened 100 times, you're conditioned, so the trauma's gone.
But your reactions are not.
That's not true.
You still responded from the same room.
The shooter that becomes the shooter after being shot at for 5 years and not getting hit, and now he don't have the fear. Now he's calm. Now he can breathe. Mm-hmm. Now he's looking. He's like, it's like now he in it. That's not a trauma response. That's a conditioned response.
That's the condition.
The trauma response is he literally doing it. They're shooting. Hey, bro, that's the trauma response. The conditioned response is, yo, I've been shot at mad time. I already know what time it is. Oh shit, if I heard the shot, I ain't hit, nigga. We in motion. That's different. But that's after I've been through it enough times that my first thought is, if I heard the shot, nigga, I'm not hitting. If I'm hit, it ain't vital. We lit. Like, nigga, it's that simple. It's that simple, bro.
Yeah.
And that only come from dumbing out. Like when it's happened enough times, you're like, yo, fuck it, I don't care no more.
So when you have trauma that now has transitioned to being a condition for you, does that alter your journey of healing? Because
ain't no more, there's nothing to heal from no more. Unless the lifestyle you leading ain't congruent with the life you want to live. That's when you gotta heal from it. So it's like, if I want to lead that shit, a nigga move from Chicago, he go down south, it's calm. Like, niggas got guns, but they ain't shooting every day. Now he's gotta heal from what his shit was. Cause if you don't, nigga, you're not gonna be able to stay there for so long. They gonna clap your shit. Like, yo, you acting wild, but we all got guns out here. Like, nobody cares. Like, all Chicago shit, nigga, you go to play with everybody. Exactly. Grandma's got guns, grandpa's got guns, everybody got it. Nobody cares. So it's like, now you gotta heal from whatever you was going through, or you're not gonna be able to make it in this new era of your existence. But if people don't want to change from whatever era of existence they're in, then you don't have to heal from it. And that's what we don't like to accept about people. A lot of people is like, I don't gotta heal from nothing because I'm cool with where I'm at.
But your actions don't say that.
Hey. Hey.
There's no...
I didn't say there was logic. I'm just telling you what people do. Alright, this is an observation. Hey, humans are retarded. Like, I don't know the fuck you doing.
But even if you say, because now I'm going to nitpick, I'm okay with what does that even mean?
That I don't need to do anything that pushes the needle forward on any.
So if you're okay, there is no complaining.
It don't mean you don't complain. The human nature is to complain. Some people complain not even because they got anything personal to complain about, because everybody else around them is complaining. So now if I don't complain too, I can't even be in a conversation.
But you complain about things you're
some
okay.
Some people complain. Yeah, some people complain about shit that they're actually okay with. Here's how the reality of it works. I'm only complaining about it because this is a conversation filler. Period. All right? Because if I actually had an issue with it, there'd be no conversation about it. I'd be telling you, if anything, about something I changed because of how much it bothered me.
I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, so.
Not some, yo, I can't believe I'm still working this Walmart job. Mind you, you like that you fucking the bitches at the cash register, that you stealing TVs and getting your little backdoor deals with niggas and shit. I know, nigga, I was that nigga selling to these niggas. I was there going to the Walmart niggas like, yeah, bro, I need a TV. Yeah, I get it. The niggas was happy where they was at. They complain all day, but they was happy where they was at.
That's bad.
Come on. So they complaining for the sake of conversation. Complain for the sake of complaining, not complain because this is an actual issue to me.
I guess so. That's why it's almost like, if I gotta deal with this shit and we in the same reality, then who the fuck are you to be dealing with shit and not deal with my reality? I get it.
And I'm gonna make sure I post this whole video on TikTok as well, because they let me do 10-minute videos now.
Oh yeah?
So I'll be able to post at least 10 minutes of this, and this will be only on 5.
That's it?
I mean, this is only 5 minutes. So this whole 5 minutes is minimum going up. Yeah.
People. What are they? People pleasing was good.
Yeah, this one playing game. I
thought it was me.
That it ain't you. I got you. I'm gonna get some other shit. Cause that shit play whole game. I just flipped through the book. Love can be a sanctuary or a prison.
I didn't even get there yet.
Love can be a saving grace or enslavement.
Yeah, I remember talking to him about that.
Love can be a sanctuary or a prison. Love can be a saving grace or enslavement.
What do you think he means by that?
I think that is so straightforward. that love is literally
Double-edged sword.
It's a double-edged sword. Love can be, but I think not that he should have and or could have. Just I would add to in conversation. Love can and will be a sanctuary and a prison because of the ebb and flow. There'll be moments where you feel imprisoned. There'll be moments, even if it's only a moment, based on an action, based on something you might have done in a past relationship, but you're like, I'm not gonna do this with her because she's different, so I'm gonna let this one go. Mm-hmm. Now you're in prison, whether you realize it or not. Why? Because you're acting in the confines of rules that are set and dictated for you. Even though you're the one dictating the rules, but they weren't your original rules. They're rules that are being dictated around a separate person. Because you're projecting to yourself what you think they want you to do.
Instead of actually
doing what you need to do.
Or even confront them in the moment. Even confront them in the moment. Just because it doesn't make sense to you.
Yeah, that's a whole nother ball, man.
Love can be a saving grace or enslavement. Condition. Because the thing is, if you embody love, then any one of these things is possible.
Yes.
But I don't feel people love freely.
People love with conditions.
Exactly. I saw it was a quote.
And if you do love freely, it's a love that's only designed to make the individual loving freely suffer. Because you had conditions before you loved freely. You just met someone you were willing to sacrifice your conditions for. We all did.
Yes. I believe there is a point where an individual can leave those conditions where they are. And I think that where I was looking at it, I was saying, or I felt at one point that it's possible for everyone. That should be the standard. But then looking at reality, it's, how could I not have a condition for love when I was programmed by conditioning to love parents, caregivers? Like, just from the simple fact that every parent has gone through their own childhood uniquely. Mm-hmm. So they've raised their child according to that childhood uniquely. Mm-hmm. And they're only using how they were raised uniquely. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a condition in there somewhere because nobody was raised perfectly. So it's like it's like realizing the point where you come through, you see the conditions, and it's like, does it really take for someone to prove
yes
that they love me? No, not by conditions though. I'm just strictly action. Strictly action.
Yes.
But it's different.
But it still needs to be proven. If that was the question.
But my love
is a specific question of, does it need to be proved?
Conditioning needs to be proven. Mm-hmm. I don't think love to a degree does. It's like saying if somebody...
because love is proven through the consistency of an action. It's that simple.
So it's again...
Because if you say you love me, and then we get, like if I'm dating Shorty, I say I love her, the very first fight, I go fuck a slizzy. Mm-hmm. The very first fight, like, well, I guess this ain't gonna work. Come here, little bitch. What's happening? Like, so
that's not love.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think it really just depends on, like.
We didn't say that was not loyalty.
Right.
Very different. Very different.
Right.
No. I saw a quote, it said, if someone asks you what is love and you have to think about it, that's not love. Because the moment you start thinking, what are you doing?
You're trying to compare it to whatever you think that person thinks love is so you can make it palpable for them. Yeah.
Or you're trying to compare it to something you deem is on the same level.
Yeah.
And you can't, to me, it's just inequatable. It's like in The Alchemist, in the book, when he finds his love and he begins to profess his love. She says, I love you. And then he's about to explain why. She says, you don't need to explain why you love me. The fact that you love me is enough.
Yeah.
You're here.
Yeah.
In real time. Not going anywhere. Go on your purpose. You've proven it. Through her experience and his, it aligned. Go on your purpose.
Yeah.
There is no, because the moment you start telling somebody why you love them, ask yourself, why am I telling someone why I love them if real time I'm here with them? Show me, don't tell me. Don't tell me, because the moment you put it into words, you're already still leaving hidden potential out there. Because you can't describe that shit.
Now, what about people that don't know how to express love because they don't know what expression of love to show? A lot of people don't have expressions of love. And if they do, it's not one that translates to their partner because their partner might have a deeper expression of love, a more profound expression of love, a more tangible and palpable expression of love. One that can be
as opposed to
defined.
the skewed version of
Just the generality of, because at a certain point, it's the old saying that a lot of black couples, I came from my family and I heard a lot of other older black people say it, love ain't enough.
It's not. It's not.
So what
I had to realize,
does love not? Because in the beginning, love is enough. Love is enough for us to put our non-negotiables on the back burner for this specific person, because this is the true expression of love, which is insanity. They are the same. I don't care what y'all think, in case you didn't hear me. Insanity and love are the same.
He's not lying.
They are one and the same. We're good now. Okay. We cleared that shit up. TikTok, you're gonna love me for this one. So when you're dealing with a person that literally drives you crazy because all the things that you normally wouldn't do, normally wouldn't put up with, normally would have already dipped, already gone, already, went back to what makes me, focus on me. Now all of a sudden you're like, well, maybe I shouldn't. I know I should, but maybe I shouldn't because of you. At what point does that not become enough? And we each as individuals have to create the breaking point. The sad thing is if you don't create the breaking point, then you get broken by the point. And that's where you end up in situations like mine. Broken by the point.
The point that was being made the whole time.
Tired. Welcome to reality. Welcome to the void.
What we're saying is, until you ultimately love yourself, there's nothing you'll be able to love. It's not happening. Because you'll never know how to express it.
They're false equivalents.
That simple.
It's a false equivalence.
It's that simple.
It's painful.
Until it's practice, don't even think about mastering it.
Effort. Repeated effort. Against the grain. Against your better judgment. That's the wild part.
It's almost to the degree of, I'm a firm believer, if I respect me, that's enough. In the street, you go out, work, whatever. If someone doesn't respect you, that's not something you can change. It doesn't matter how much you respect yourself. It's your duty to respect yourself. That's why it's yourself. That's why it's self-respect, self-love. So again, you cannot impose your concepts, perceptions, perspectives, and realities on another. Because just how you try to enforce those, they already have those four. Whether it's condition, trauma, whatever, they've chosen. People choose.
Sure do.
You do the same.
Do the same. Make a choice. A conscious one.
Damn.
Fucking wild times, man. Flip to a random page again. Silence is an answer.
All right.
And indecision is a choice.
Apparently,
you
he has
just
easy
choose
fingers.
not to see it. Yeah, I just flipped
page is
to
that?
the first page 99.
Let me see if I marked that page.
We were on page 99.
Sorry, we're jumping around.
We're jumping around because I feel like, and again, in case anyone doesn't know.
Yo, I got asterisks by the quote.
Oh, the forces are strong. Yo, again, shout out to Avalon. Eyes Up, Pain of Purpose. Link is in the bio.
Bro.
Make sure you hit that link tree up. Get yourself a copy. This is the first book of the official book club, the Lost Book Club, Rise of the Lost. We all doing the work so the work gets done. I don't care if it's been a while. We here. Just chill. It's going to get greater, not later. Now, motherfucker, we back.
Eyes up.
Pain of Purpose. Like, and the wild part is, bro, he don't even realize his book ended up being a catalyst for everything that's happening right now in my life.
Boomerang.
Boomerang effect. AKA, I blame you, average. Fuck, bro. Fuck, nigga, why'd you write it? This is, when I say this is one of the most powerful reads, and I didn't, not to say that I didn't anticipate it, I didn't have anything set on it. No type of an expectation of what it was going to be, because I didn't really know what it was going to be. I just wanted to embrace whatever it was, but to find out it was this, boy, whatever frequency you on, stay there. Stay there.
Don't come down.
Yeah, don't come down for nobody. Nobody. Don't give a fuck who it is. Don't come down from wherever you at for nobody. Because you already broke through. You already made it. You just don't know it yet.
I just saw a quote that came up. It said, always ask yourself, what are you doing for others? See, Avalon is he's a part of our tribe. And
Noble King Wolf, what up?
he is, I'm not even gonna take any value away from who he is. So I'm not even gonna go into who he is as a soul and a being. But you're gonna see this. And I said this to you earlier. You keep living for the hoorays, you'll die by the booze. Stay you. Can't be nobody else. Keep shining, keep radiating, keep illuminating, keep influencing, keep setting the tone.
Keep creating.
Keep raising the bar. Stay on task, stay diligent, stay focused, stay in your ground. Lead, continue to lead with your integrity, continue to lead with your sincerity. Let your soul be.
Let your soul. Motherfucking sermon. This shit real. Yeah, we on the eve of a new era right now, man. Shit real. You need more reinforcements after testing limits. When you extend one way, you need to do the same in the other direction. Balance. The higher you go, the more turbulence you experience. Need stronger wings. The higher the elevation, the harder it is to breathe. Need more oxygen. The deeper you go in the ocean, the darker it gets, and pressure levels increase. Need more light and a stronger body. The faster you drive, the harder it is to steer. Need more control. The deeper and higher you go spiritually, the more evil and challenges appear. Need more prayers, meditation, and grounding. Do the work. Can't cage a free soul no matter how hard you try. Like water, it always will find a crack to seep through and escape.
There's a practice, I believe, I think the Shaolin monks, they were talking about how they focus on water dripping, starting from, I think, solar plexus all the way down. Mm-hmm. So he said, once you start to visualize the water dripping down, to keep visualizing going deeper and deeper and deeper. And what he was basically saying is you ultimately lose track of the bottom, and you just realize that you're the water, just pouring deeper and deeper, and you realize there is nothing else. There's nothing else. It's just depth, layer, ever flowing, just water. And it's like with the soul, no matter what, it has to be in harmony. Has to, endless. It's going to find its way out. Just like water, it's always going to drip.
On that note, Thomas, you gonna close it out?
Page 202. We're going to end it out. Free souls. Free souls. Free souls by freeing souls. Free souls. Parentheses. Nonconformists, mavericks. Close parentheses. Free souls. Parentheses. Free their own souls. Parentheses. By freeing souls, parentheses, liberating others, close parentheses.
Rise of the Lost, you know the motherfucking vibes. Make sure you following Alchemist the Soul. Make sure you following Kid Works. Tap the fuck in. We on TikTok. We on IG. We on Facebook. We on Facebook Watch. We here on YouTube. I have a Rumble. So if they do ban me here, we'll be on Rumble. We're going to give you more content coming soon. And you about to tap in with me because I'm about to be on the road traveling. So it's going to be a fucking adventure. And I'm going to let y'all tap the fucking along the way. Because greatness truly is a choice. And to keep pretending that choice isn't a hard one to make and maintain is silly. And to not show people that only through effort, fortitude, and grit can you maintain the choice after you've made it. It's a disservice to the people that we keep saying it to. So in this chapter, this is called Show and Prove. Welcome. And I appreciate y'all for taking this ride.
Peace.
Peace.